Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is a gorgeous day in the Comox Valley. Yeah, welcome. Today is episode 40. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and it's April the 4th. Holy, where is time going? It's April. It's insane. Anyways, good morning. Yeah, I'm always amazed how I have this great topic in mind and I'm going to say these wonderful things and then I go and do something and then I'm like, well, shit, that topic's out the door now. I got something else to say. So anyways, I just feel like I have so much to say. But so this morning at 7 a.m., I jumped on a Zoom call with the Masterpiece community that I'm connected to. And the topic was accountability. And one of the Zoom participants started speaking just about how she couldn't afford to go out with her friends and she was really frustrated about that. And there just was a lot of negativity. And I was like, just trying to sit with that. And then one of her friends, long-term friends, jumped on and said, I'm interested about what you're saying, but you created this vision board with me 20 years ago and you manifested to move to a different country and you manifested to live on the water and surf every day. And so there I was going, well, why is she complaining when she lives on the water, she surfs every day, sounds like a pretty amazing life to me. And I noticed myself being like really triggered. And I was like, And then I realized as I stopped myself that this used to be me. And still often can be me. Stuck in my story of not enoughness and, stuck in the story of the negativeness. And focusing on what isn't working. And so, yeah, I think accountability means many things to many people. But what really is on my heart right now is accountability, is being accountable for one's own state. Not just our physical state, but our mental and our emotional state. You know what? I'm so guilty, and I've talked about this so many times, of being stuck in my story and repeating it over and over and over. But when do we start becoming accountable? I think for me, what I've done in the past is when I'm stuck in my story and not liking being in the uncomfortableness of my story, that's when I start projecting my shit onto everyone else. Yeah, and I blame others, or we look outside of ourselves and we are blaming the world for where we're at. And I think, man, when I find myself now in this downward spiral, and this is the piece about accountability. This is the piece that I've been really focusing on. What can I do in that moment to stop the projection, stop my enmeshment with other people's stuff and projection? And I remind myself, of my sign in my kitchen that's right above where I wash my dishes, which is on purpose, that says energy flows where attention goes. And so again, it brings me right back to gratitude, right back to this place of gratitude. So if I'm stuck in my old story of not enoughness and I'm doing this vortex of downwardness, which I've been very guilty of in the past and still working through, what can I do? And for me, it's pausing, taking a few deep breaths, maybe if I have the space, take a walk, and speak out loud or say in my mind what I'm grateful for. And so if I'm pausing right now, I'm thinking, I'm grateful for the sunshine today. I'm grateful that my husband Marty is home. I'm grateful that I have mother-in-law and father-in-law in Quebec that are amazing and that are looking after my son. I'm grateful that my daughter is out right now doing outdoor photography with an amazing tutor named Bob. And I'm grateful for the amazing tutors that come into our home every single day. And all of a sudden, this list just gets longer and longer and longer. And then I find myself not in that vortex of yuckiness and find myself coming back to being grounded and reminding myself that actually my life is pretty great. And so I think it's back to this being accountable for our thoughts, accountable for how we take care of ourselves. And so this brings me to a tool that I want to share with you today. And this is something that I have on my fridge, and I shared this actually with the Masterpiece Magic teens. We just actually finished our second cohort yesterday, and it was so incredibly beautiful. I cannot wait to continue to do the next cohort. But my tool is, these are magnets, and they go on my fridge, and it says, today I did not, and today I did. And you don't even need to have these, but what these other magnets are 12 things that are things that fill me up, that help me to stay accountable and be my best self. And so these will be different for you because these are the things that are good for me. And so I'm really fortunate to have an infrared sauna in my home. So sauna or going in the hot tub, this is a tool that definitely helps me to be my better self. For me, exercise, getting into the forest, going for a walk, going to the ocean, going my paddleboard, whatever that looks like, this, amazing. Music for me can totally change me, like instantly almost. So we're lucky. I have a great speaker in my kitchen, and I know Marisa that you're watching. Hi, Marisa. I know you love music too. So yes, music. Again, trees, ocean, nature. This like totally changes me. A morning reading. I've often talked to you about Mark Nepo. I read him every morning. I love it because it's simple, it's short, and it's a great way to start my day. Just a reminder to take my vitamins, a reminder to do my deep breathing, a reminder to surround myself with community and people. For me, people fill me up. I get energy from people. So this is super important for me. When I'm not feeling my best self, having the courage to reach out and speak to somebody. Nourishing my body, super important for me. When I put shit in my body, I feel like shit. And then I'm shitty. So when I nourish my body and I take care of myself and I'm mindful what I put into my body, then I'm a better person too, right? So if I'm eating a shit ton of sugar, that makes me anxious and makes my stomach not feel good. So lighting a candle, these are little things. I love to light a candle. I know it sounds crazy. It's something so simple, but for me it works. Focusing on my company. Something that I know it sounds crazy, but I actually have to be mindful to create space because I often want to procrastinate. So this is my little reminder. Create and educate. I love to create. Creating, making, doing. I love this. This is super important for me. And for those of you that know me well, I love my space to be organized. When I'm organized and everything is where it needs to be and I can find it when I actually need it, it helps to decrease my anxiety. So again, those are just some little tools. I just bought these little magnets at Staples. They come in a little package. You can actually buy the pieces of paper that fit over top. 10 to 12 things that fill your cup. 10 to 12 things that remind you to be the better person that you are. So when you're doing that downward spiral, stuck in your old stories, you can look up on your fridge and go, what is a tool that I can use right now to help me be accountable for my own self? Myself meaning my mind, meaning my body, meaning all of those things. And when we're accountable for ourselves, it also teaches the people around us to be accountable for themselves. And really what it all comes down to, self-love, loving ourselves. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. I am starting the next Masterpiece Magic online global program for teens May 22nd. So if you know some teens that are ready to step into who they are and find out what makes them come alive, let me know. May 22nd. Love you all. Bye.